gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, the Pleiadian Priestess. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Thank you for coming back. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Today's reading is going to be about how would a tarot reader describe you? Okay, so if someone were to get a reading about you, how would you be perceived? How are others perceiving you? Basically, how would a tarot reader describe you? Okay, like I feel like I said all that to say the same thing. But yes, how would a tarot reader describe you if someone were to get a reading on you? Okay, something like that. So we're getting a vision of who you are through the eyes of a tarot reader, through the eyes of other people, if that kind of makes sense. That's the best way I can describe it. So as you can see in front of you guys, we have 3 boxes. We're back. Let me stop. I'm doing another collab with Otter Spirits. So freaking excited, okay? We're going to do the same format as last time. I'm going to open each box in your reading. I have not opened them. I have not seen them. I literally opened the box this morning, put them in my bag that I take to work, and just placed them here. So I have not seen what's inside. It's going to be a surprise for all of us. But what I do know about these boxes, since I've opened them a few times, is they have a card in each of them that describes the bracelet that is in the box. So based on the bracelet we get, it'll give us a little peek into who you guys are and how tarot reader would describe you, essentially. Okay, so you're going to choose the teal paper clip. I don't even know if it's a paper clip. I feel like it's like a clipper in general, child. You're going to choose the purple paperclip, and I'm wearing the bracelets right now. This is from my last collab with them. This is the Good Luck pack. This pack I do know is the Virgo pack because I'm a Virgo, so I got the Virgo pack, okay? Here we have the purple paperclip. I didn't wear the other 3, but they're at home. And then we have the green paper clip, okay? So you're going to choose the one that calls out to you the most, the box that calls out to you the most, however you choose your tarot readings. You can also use thumbnail image that will be in the clip after this one, right? I'm pretty sure it's also going to be in the description box. You can click on that to choose with both a paper clip and a thumbnail or just a thumbnail image. So we're going to get into your reading. I hope you love the reading. Always like, comment, and subscribe, right? If you want a reading, the email is always in the description box. You can shoot me an email. We'll get you together real quick. But yeah, we're going to go on to your reading, and I'll see you guys over there. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the teal, bluey kind of paper clip, then welcome to your reading. I'm not 100% sure what color it is. Let me bring my hand so you can kind of see it better. It's kind of giving the color of what I'm wearing here, but this is more green, like teal, okay? So if you chose a teal paper clip, okay, or you chose this box, or you chose thumbnail image 1, welcome to your reading, okay? We're going to open up your box, okay? This is a collab with Otter Spirit, guys. I love their stuff and you'll see me wearing them in mostly every reading, okay? If I'm not wearing them, it's because I needed a break, okay? And sometimes I don't like to wear anything at all because every time you use the bathroom, you have to wash your hands. And I'm like, do I want to always have to take them off and put them back on? Sometimes I need a break from that, okay? But if not, I'm wearing them all the time because I'm trying to bring good luck, okay? What I love about Otter Spirit is if you're not sure what you want, you can go based on intention, okay? So if you're someone who loves manifesting with the moon and you want to manifest money, you want to manifest love, you want to manifest just good luck, you want to manifest serenity, right? You can do that. If you want to get a pack based on your zodiac sign, you can do that. Sun, moon, rising, right? They also have like pendants. They have necklaces. There's a bunch of stuff you can choose from. It's not even just one thing. They have variety. And one thing about me, I love me some variety, okay? So let's get into your reading and let's get into the box you guys got. Each box always comes with each gemstone tells a unique story. Now it's time to write yours. That's gorgeous in and of itself, okay? And then we have your marker. This card is gonna tell us more about the bracelet you guys got, okay? And you guys got purple fluorite. That sounds gorgeous. Hold up now. It's authentic AAA grade, which is always great because quality over quantity, okay? In my opinion, as a freaking Virgo, right? My mind is clear and focused. So a tarot reader would describe you as clear and focused. Starting off, we'll see what else comes through in the cards. The intention is productivity and balance. And the zodiac signs it rules are Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, and Pisces. The chakra it also rules over is the crown and third eye chakra. Okay, so we're coming through with visions, right? I'm hearing a vision in white for whatever reason, because I was hearing straight through the night, visions of love. But Mariah Carey was coming through as soon as I said, visions. So that could be something coming through. Maybe you have a really good voice. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you know how to hit them high notes. You know what I mean? Or you're just a vision to look at. You're very beautiful, very attractive. That could be coming through as well. But the crown and third eye chakra is definitely someone who's very intuitive. I'm hearing someone who's very compassionate, right? So there's something coming through with that. Okay. And let's get into the bracelet. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I don't think I've seen a purple fluorite bracelet before. Let's see. It comes with these beautiful cloth bags as well, to preserve the stone. But let's see. This is beautiful, guys. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen purple fluorite. I've never even heard of it, never knew it was a thing. But this is 100% beautiful. And the purple is definitely giving me crown chakra vibes. So you're definitely someone who could be clairvoyant and you see visions, or you're clairsentient, you just know things, right? I'm also hearing clear audience. So you're definitely someone who's very, very, very psychic. That's something a tarot reader would tell someone else about you right off the bat, right? There is something like eclectic about you because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 repeating stones, right? Or 4 different stones, I should say. We have the darker ones over here. So maybe sometimes you could be known as someone who's like a little dark. And then we have someone who's transparent, right? Someone who's a little moody is the vibe that I'm getting as well. Because purple always gives me that vibe. But purple's also like a very royal color. So you could be someone who's like very regal, very poised, very sophisticated. You move, you're very graceful. You move with intention, right? Maybe you can look like you float on air. Maybe I'm hearing you could wear heels, right? It's like a very business professional kind of person is what I'm getting, okay? And I just heard business casual. Now, what I want to do, I already have all the bracelets on. I have to put your bracelet on, though. So that's just going to be life right now. And now we have an extra one. And you can stock them. They're so fun, okay? Look at that. Gorgeous. Right at home already, okay? So if you would like to get these crystals on your own by yourself, or you want to buy them for someone, or someone may, a crystal aficionado in your life that may want to buy some, you guys can use my link in the description box, or go to the website and use my code SHA20. That is SHA20. Okay. So thank you guys, Outer Spirit, once again for, just believing in me, for trusting in me, for even knowing me. That's so crazy. I love you guys so much, right? Here's to more collabs in the future, right? Love you guys. And I can't wait to talk to you after. Bye. Just saying the box bye. I'm not talking about you guys, okay? Even the reading will probably end right there. What more can come through in the reading? Okay. So, okay. So you are giving rich, okay? You are giving classy, because we have the 9 of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Wands, okay? I felt some kind of way when I put the Ace of Wands upright. So you can be someone who's a little bit reserved, but you're also a little bit of a firecracker. You're giving a little bit of both here, which is why, like I was saying, sometimes you're a little bit more transparent. Sometimes you're a little moodier and darker, and the stones just keep changing. So it really just depends, right? So you're giving a little bit of someone who's moody. It's the vibe that keeps coming through, okay? I'm hearing Mad Eye Moody from Harry Potter. So maybe some of you are a little crazy, right? Or people can perceive you to be a little crazy. And what I kind of think from that, what I get from that, it's someone who knows things they shouldn't. So you're deemed as a crazy person. You know how in the shows when someone is babbling mindlessly about certain things, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, don't do this, don't do that. They're labeled crazy, right? Okay. Let's see what else comes through. But you are very passionate. you are very outspoken, and the Ace of Wands does give me a vibe of like very sexy. And it's funny because in another reading where this Ace of Wands came through, I was paying special attention to her arm and how this gauzy, flowy fabric is usually like reserved for the psychics in the movies and the television shows, right? They always have the very... They always have the gauzy, frilly fabric. Like they're draped and swimming in fabric, okay? So maybe you're known for someone who wears like a lot of different textures, you know? I'm hearing tulle. I'm hearing maybe ballerina stuff. Long flowy dresses is coming through as well. And that would make a lot of sense because the Nine of Pentacles is someone who comes across as very comfortable, someone who's very cozy. They're comfortable in their own skin, or they're just comfortable in life in general, okay? So you could be someone who's like very well off. Nine of Pentacles always kind of gives me a little bit of entrepreneur, stable, secure in yourself and in your social standing, right? And she's literally eating an apple, so health could be a vibe as well, right? So maybe you're a Virgo, or you have Virgo placements, because Virgos are known for being very health conscious, right? Hypochondriacs. Like when I was younger and always looking up about Virgos men, that's always the word, or the only word that I will always see repeatedly. They're hypochondriacs. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I don't think that I am, me being a Virgo, but I don't know. It crosses my mind more often than not, though. So I guess I'm not obsessed with it, but I'm very, I guess, vigilant of it. And I think about the health in certain things and, you know, I guess, but Virgo does rule the 6th house, which is overall health, day-to-day working. So maybe you're someone who's a hard worker, because Nine of Pentacles, in order to get to this Nine of Pentacles, you would have to be someone who works a lot, right? So you're definitely a hard worker, you're dedicated. Okay. Let's see what else comes through for you guys. My group of ones, how would a tarot reader describe them? Straight through the night. You make people feel safe and at home. 3 of Cups coming through here. I'm trying to remember. So the one that was waiting for me. The one that I needed was the one who was waiting for me. I had a vision of love, and it was all that she'd given to me. I realized the dreams. That song can be important. If you make people feel loved, that could be where the song is trying to, you know, portray. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, and then we have 6 of Swords. So a very overall balanced individual, okay? This card now always makes me think of Selkies. So Selkies are known as beautiful, literally shapeshifters. They can transform into a seal or a beautiful human woman. That's the legend behind the Selkie, right? Very charming. It's just kind of like a mythical creature vibe, so you could be given that vibe as well. Like someone who was sent down from Earth, someone who has is like a metamorphosis, I guess you can say. And now that I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about Lupin from Harry Potter. So you could be very studious, very serious as well. But his wife, what's her name? His wife, I forget her name, was also a shapeshifter, and she was the complete opposite of that. She was very fun, very loving, and that's why I think they got along so well. Nymphadora talks, and it's funny how I was talking about mythical creatures, and Nymphadora is coming through now. It's like Nymphadora, so definitely someone who's like very playful, very adventurous, right? Someone who is very much driven to help the greater good, because both Lupin and Nymphadora have that in common. I think they both died in the Battle of Hogwarts and left their son by himself, right? An orphan. And that's because they believe so greatly in fighting for the greater good, okay? Fighting for justice. That could be something you're big about as well. You would give your life to help others, okay? So some people would describe you as a healer as well, because you help people. You're a very hardworking, very steadfast individual. Then we have the 3 of Cups, where you're always celebrating others around you. You're a really good friend, okay? right? Someone you can count on. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is someone who's able to balance a lot of different things in their life. So work and play, things that are on the opposite sides of the spectrum. You know how to have fun, but you also know when it's time to work and buckle down and do what you need to do, okay? You know when it's time to lock in, right? Then we have Six of Swords, someone who's always down for an adventure, someone who's always traveling somewhere, someone who always has their bags packed, okay? I love this, honestly. Some people could think you're hiding a secret because her shirt says secretly a sulky. So it's kind of like someone who's living a double life. So in a lot of the shows you watch where someone is a vampire slayer or someone is a witch, there's kind of like a double life theme going on where only a few select people in their life know what they actually are and what they actually do. And then there's a whole, you know, group of people who have no idea that they saved the world on the low. So that could be something coming through. Maybe people think you have a double life, or a tarot reader would say you have a double life, okay? But yeah, that's coming through as well. Or maybe you're called to the water. Maybe you're kind of giving someone who's very drawn to water. And whenever I think of water, I think of intuition, spirituality, compassion, you know what I mean? Things of the crown and third eye chakra. Yeah, things of that nature where you get visions, you see things, that kind of stuff, right? Maybe you're a bit of a matchmaker as well, because that visions of love is kind of giving me, you go around telling people you're going to meet your soulmate 5 days from now. He's going to look like this, right? There's this one, I don't know if the guy is real or if he's legit or not, but there's like plenty of times I would be on YouTube or something and you'll get an ad and the ad will be like, I went to master something and he drew out the perfect picture of my soulmate and I ended up meeting him 5 years later. And I'm like, huh? Like stuff like that. I know in some regions it's real, but you never know what you can and can't trust on social media anymore, right? But you could be that kind of person where you kind of live this secret life of being a healer and a psychic, a priestess, you know, or a priest in the dark. That's the way you do in secret. And then you live this very outspoken, traveling, lover of life, you know, personality on the outside. Okay. That was definitely coming through. I also wanted to mention that I had saw 1212 on the timestamp, so that could be important as well. And there was something else that was coming through for you guys, and I may have talked it away. Oh, maybe you have like a very close-knit friend group, because here it's kind of giving me there are tarot cards or oracle cards at the very least on the table, and the friends are, you know, cheering to something. So there's something here about fortune telling coming through for you guys, divination practices. That's what a tarot reader would tell somebody about you, that, hey, they may be a little bit of a witch, you know what I mean? It's giving Ursula, they weren't lying when they called me, well, a witch, right? And you're just like, yeah, you could have like an air of like intimidation to you as well, because you are coming through with someone who's so Nine of Pentacles and so Ace of Wands, and someone who's like so secure in themselves and sexy to boot, you know what I mean? And very responsible. Those things are like, when they come together, that's a very attractive person and also a very intimidating person, right? Because someone who is worthy of something but knows their worth at the same time, it's very potent, right? It can be very disconcerting or just like very polarizing, right? Someone who could be worth a lot but doesn't know their worth and doesn't really enforce it and say, you better treat me this way, I know my worth, that kind of thing, you know? Enforcer of certain rules that you must be or hold when you're around me kind of energy. So it's like you level people up in a way as well, because it's like, if you want to be around me, if you want to be my friend, if you want to travel with me, if you want to be in my area, or if you want to be in my, not in my area, okay. If you want to be in my life, okay, if you want to be in on the secret, you have to be someone I can count on to be there. You can't just be someone who's in and out, up and down, all around. No, you're someone who's very sturdy, someone who's very strong, someone who's always there, someone who's very dependable and loyal. And if you don't have that in your inner circle, then you're not, or if you don't have someone like that by you, you're not able to be or enter your inner circle, your inner sanctum, right? So you have a few close friends. You can be someone who's very friendly, very open. Nobody's saying you're not friendly, but the people who you hold closest to you are people who must hold a specific set of standards or hold themselves to a specific caliber, you know? Okay. Period. I love that for you guys though. So, you know. But here we have water coming through here. We have water coming through here. You can have like prominent water placements. even though this is swords. So far we have, so you're a very well-rounded individual, which I think I already said, because we have all the elements showing up here. We have pentacles, we have swords, cups, and wands. So it's like you embody each suit perfectly, okay? But pentacles, that security you hold over people or over yourself or in the world, is something that's coming through the most, because we have more pentacles here than anything else, okay? So, but you are someone who is seen as eating healthy. You could be one of those people who live in a nice building, who shop at Whole Foods. You don't believe in not eating whole foods. You believe in healthy living. You believe in working out. You believe in taking care of your mental health, your physical health, the mental and physical health of people around you. You believe in community. And as long as you have a community, it's kind of like it takes a village kind of mentality you have. Like, as long as you're around your people and your community, you're going to make sure everyone else is eating healthy, working out, taking care of themselves as well. You enforce these things in people around you, which makes them like believe that you actually care, because you do. Okay, now I want to get some cards from this supernatural deck, because I followed someone's advice. Someone left me a comment on a reading. I forget what it was about, but I was like, I bought the deck but I didn't watch the show because I was scared of it. I still am scared because I don't like jump scares, and I don't like ghosts and ghouls and gory stuff. Is not my tea. You can be like, it can be a witchy magical show and not be gory and like jump scary. I'm not a fan of those things, but I started watching it and it's pretty cute so far, right? I still prefer my Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer than I do Supernatural, because, you know, but I'm getting into it. So now I'm going to be very comfortable using this deck because I'm watching the show. Okay. Let's see what comes through for you guys. These two already fell out, but we're gonna shuffle anyway. If they come back out, they come back out. My group ones, please. This deck is very talkative when it comes to you, and it's funny because I was talking about how you're a psychic and you could, you know, dwell or deal in very supernatural things. So this deck is very talkative for you. It's not taking much for it to be jumping and acting a fool. So you're someone who could be seen as supernatural, because I was saying you're kind of giving mythical creature or scary, out of this world, unreal kind of energy, or secret double life. Okay, and it's funny how you guys got the ghost facers. Yeah, they were known as like amateur ghost hunters in the show, from what I read when we got this card before. These are a lot of cards. I don't really want all of them. I definitely don't want all these cards. I'll just hit the people though. You guys got Purgatory though, that's coming through. Purgatory is kind of like a hell on earth, but it came out in reverse, so I guess we'll kind of. And you got Angel Blade as well. Angel Blade. I do believe this is like known for being able to like cut through anything or kill anything. I think that's what this was when I read from this before, but we're going to get the people out. We have Bobby Singer, and then we have Eileen Leahy. Okay, so we're going to start off with Ghost Facers since they came out first and see what comes through for them. Ghost Facers are 45, and I believe it's pretty self-explanatory. They would walk around with their camera, kind of like the people who, I don't know exactly what the show is called, but the people who chase ghosts in real life. That was kind of their thing, but they're not like experts at supernatural things. Here we have it. Led by Harry Spangler and Eddie Zedmore, the Ghost Facers were geeky paranormal investigators with handheld cameras and confessional reality style filming. So maybe the life you lead is kind of like TV worthy, right? That could be a thing coming through as well. As their theme song said, they faced the ghosts when the others would not and stayed in the kitchen when the kitchen got hot. That tickles me every time, because what are you talking about? Sam and Dean weren't their biggest fans, having to save them more than once, and the Ghost Facers weren't exactly thrilled about them either. In a comedic twist, when Sam and Dean's memories were temporarily erased by the angel Zachariah, they used the Ghost Facers website to learn how to hunt a ghost. Although their naivety put them in unnecessary danger, let's not even talk about the poor Corbett. The Ghost Facers chase their dreams, even when their dreams chase them back. Who y'all? Not everyone is going to understand you and your passions, but forget those facer haters. The greatest achievements come from those who aren't afraid to stand out. So you are definitely someone who stands out, because we have that coming through with the Ace of Wands, okay? But there's an energy of you, but you chasing your dreams and going after what you want. So that's something that a tarot reader would tell somebody about you, okay? Even when you're scared, you still do what needs to be done, right? And that's a true definition of courage, being scared but doing it anyway, okay? And that's the Ace of Wands vibe coming through. There is something about you being creative or creating things or being very hot, right? Because we have the candle coming through here, okay? And candles also kind of give you paranormal activity as well. So maybe people think you're a ghost or you like ghosts, and that's something that's coming through. You like everything paranormal and supernatural like me. Ghosts and goblins and witches and magic and stuff like that, okay? Now, the next person we have here is, what's his name? Bobby Singer. He would be in the front. Consistently the voice of reason, Bobby Singer was a veteran hunter and surrogate father who the Winchester brothers could count on. Armed with a wall full of phones, each labeled with a different government agency, as well as an endless supply of snark, he served as Sam and Dean's go-to source for hunting and life advice. This is kind of giving me with the armed with the wall full of government phones, each labeled with a different government agency. It's kind of you have information other people don't. You have connections other people don't, okay? So you're very much connected to either the 5D, to spirit, or to official people, okay? You're connected to official people. But it's also giving me very organized, because a wall full of phones labeled and categorized. We love that, okay? Okay, Bob Singer reminds us that now is not the time to go at things alone. You've reached a point where moving forward requires a support system, and that's what you're representing to people, a support system. And people who will have your back, just like Bobby did every time the Winchesters needed him. Okay, that's cute as well. Now we're going to go to Eileen. Come on, Eileen. You can be someone who's always sing-songing as well. The empty Eileen Leahy. Giving the Winchesters a run for their money from the start, Eileen was a fierce hunter with a great sense of humor and lightning fast reflexes. So you do bring some light and levity. And it's funny how every time I wanted to say her name, Leahy, I was hearing levity. But I'm like, curiouser and curiouser. People are curious about you as well. So that's funny that that's coming through. But you have a great sense of humor and you're a fierce hunter with lightning fast reflexes. So that could literally mean like physically you have good reflexes, or it could mean like, I think it's both, or like instinctually. Born in Ireland, she was orphaned as a baby by a banshee whose scream left Eileen deaf. Can you imagine the ghetto? Raised by a hunter, Eileen tracked the banshee that killed her parents, leading her to Kansas, where she met Sam and Dean. She succeeded in killing the banshee and saved Dean in the process. A bond between her and Sam grew out of mutual understanding and respect and some playful banter. So you are playful, and the banter is coming through as well, allowing Sam to open his heart. This is someone new already has or will come into your life who will be a catalyst of change for you. But this is basically saying you come around and you laugh your way into people's hearts, I guess you could say. So you laugh your way, you solve your way, you loyal your way, if that makes sense. Even though it doesn't make sense, you loyal your way into people's hearts, okay? But you also do have good tracking skills, good instinct skills. That's definitely coming through. And there's something here about you trusting those instincts, because even though Eileen was deaf, she still gave them a run for their money. Two guys who could fully hear, see, and smell and had all their senses, okay? So that is enough of that. We're going to get some picture boots. We're going to get some astrology dice, and then that will be that. My group. There's something a little surprising about you, because there's like these little flower things that are in the bag that I keep the dice in. Like, right, and it came out with it. That's usually happen. Okay, A Dyson could be important as well, because that's kind of coming through. A Dyson, they make hair tools, and I do believe they do vacuum cleaners. So maybe you're a good cleaner, you like cleaning up, because Dyson like did vacuums before they moved into like hair dryer type stuff, right? So we have Jupiter, so very abundant. We have Capricorn, very serious, very helpful, very resourceful, okay, very dedicated, successful entrepreneur vibes coming through once again. Here we have, I believe this is Pluto. So there is something like very, like I said, dark and mysterious about you as well, because Pluto is like very much a planet of transformation. So you've gone through a lot of ego deaths, you've gone through a lot of transformations, you've gone through a lot to become the person you are now, okay? And I think people respect you for that, okay? Here we have Leo. That's that flair coming through with the whole, she was able to, you know, playfully banter her way into Sam's cold, closed off heart. Because what I've been seeing so far in the show, Sam is the one. I'm only on season 1, episode 15 or so. And he lost his girlfriend in like the first episode. And ever since then, he's just been like very serious, very angry, which is very understandable. But it's like hard for him to get close to people, even his own dang brother, honestly. He kept the secret of being able to have dreams that came true from his brother for, you know, a lot of the season. And it's kind of like, even with the people you should feel that you can trust, you don't really trust them. So you could be someone who's like really hard to open up with. Maybe you're giving more of like a Sam energy, where he had like the shining. He was able to have prophetic dreams, see things that other people weren't able to see, feel things that even Dean, a seasoned hunter, wasn't able to see and feel, but he was very closed off, okay? That could be coming through as well. That would make sense with the Capricorn. You're very, maybe like stern, or you keep people at arm's length until you get to know them a little bit better, right? But that Leo is that star power coming through for you guys, where people are still magnetized by you. They want to know more about you, right? You have this persona that's larger than life, and then you have this more quiet persona as well. Here we have 4th house, where people feel stable and happy and safe around you. That's that 3 of Cups vibe coming through. And then we have 8th house, which is that Ace of Wands coming through. Sexual attraction is what I'm getting from this 8th house. But it's also secrets, as well as the house of secrets, right? It's the house of death. So there's a darkness that surrounds you, whether it's what you do for a living or just an energy that death has touched you maybe in some kind of way. Maybe there's like a melancholy energy to you where you lost someone very early on, and it affected who you were as a person, exactly. Because before that, Dean was very carefree. He was in college, was about to go interview for a job. And then, you know, his girlfriend was swiped away from him, and he was stuck, not stuck, but there was no other choice except for him to go and be this hunter with his brother. And now he like became someone who's like broody, and, you know, it's kind of annoying. And then I believe Dean is more the comedic relief from what I've been seeing so far, right? So Sam was a serious, broody one. And then Dean has those characteristics as well, but he's the comedic relief of the show, right? So, I mean, maybe you're even both your brothers, right? But you didn't get them. You got these people here, okay? So those are your main energies. But for what I know of the show, I'm just, you know, speaking off the top of my head kind of energy, okay? But that's all that I have for you guys, though. Honestly, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see gorgeous, gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 2, this box, or the purple paper clip, then welcome to your reading. Today's reading is going to be about, what would a tarot reader say about you? What would a tarot reader describe you as? How they say you are to other people, stuff like that. You know, we're going to get into that energy, but first we're going to get into your box. Sorry if it does that throughout the reading. I have to use my light because my phone is running hot, because why? I'd be forgetting. Sorry, my phone is running hot because I was charging it, or it's just been running hot lately, right? So already coming through, you could be running hot. That's just something I picked up on because of what I just said. Usually the things that I say just out of context usually have some meaning towards the reading. So This phone is so hot, the flash can't even come on. So you guys could be someone who's really hot, okay? You're like hot-headed, you have a little bit of a temper, or you're like very, very, very passionate about certain things to the point of maybe being a little aggressive sometimes, you know? Or just coming off that way or seeming that way. You never really know, okay? So tarot reader would definitely say you're hot, okay? You're spicy, okay? That could mean like, you could also like hot, spicy foods as well, okay? Some of you could also be Hispanic because I'm hearing muy caliente, okay? So that is coming through as well. I feel like me just saying hot was good enough, but it's coming through in Spanish. So, okay, who am I to, you know? But anyway, let's get into the box. You guys chose this box and you guys chose purple. Purple is usually used for like royalty. Okay, so I'm hearing someone who's highly favored, so you're very popular is what I'm getting as well. People can see you and think maybe you are like giving, you know, like royal, regal, like something like that, where you look maybe like you come from like good stock or something. This is also, this purple is definitely like very vibrant and very beautiful. So like I said, very beautiful keeps coming through. Like I'm trying to get you to see a good, like, you can see the color properly. But yeah, we have that coming through for you guys. But it's kind of like giving someone who like belongs in a castle somewhere, locked up. Maybe it's giving like princess vibes because, you know, Rapunzel's locked up in a castle. So were a few of the other princesses as well. There was one in particular, Fiona from Shrek. And the funny thing is that at nighttime, she would turn into like an ogre. So that could be something coming through as well. Maybe in the daytime, you're fully on, you're giving princess. Then when you're at home and at nighttime, you take off all the makeup. The visuals that I'm getting are crazy. They're hilarious, guys. Like, you just take off the bra and throw it somewhere. You throw on the Miu Miu, okay, which is just like code for like comfortable dress where everything is sagging and everything is swinging and everything is free. And you walk around with the cheeks in the back fluttering, the janglies in the front dangling, and you just kind of look like a old, not an old woman, but you know what I mean. Where when you're outside of the daytime, you're fully on, and when you're at home, you can finally just like relax and unwind, and you do. Okay, so let's get into this box. Today, this reading is going to be a collab with Otter Spirit yet again. I am once again blessed, okay, to be working with them. I love them. This is going to be our third collab, I believe it is. Just as excited as I was the first time, but this time I got a Virgo pack, okay? So to honor all the Virgos out there, myself included, I got a Virgo pack because I wanted to get like something of one of each of their, so they have intention packs, they have zodiac sign packs, like stuff like that. I'm like, I want to try each, you know? The first time it was a serenity pack because I wanted to, you know, gather more serenity in my life, and it definitely works. I haven't been as stressed as I usually have or usually will be. The second one that I got in the last video, which you guys probably saw me unbox if you've been here for a minute, is the good luck. And I'm like, I feel like good things have been happening in my life so far, but I'm setting intentions about that. So it's going to take a little bit more time, you know what I mean, for it to manifest. But, you know, this Leo new moon is coming up. You can manifest something for yourself as well. Get yourself an intention pack to kind of amplify your intention, right? We can script, we can light a candle, but, you know, getting as many things as you can that help you towards that purpose doesn't hurt either, right? So just get you a bracelet pack of something, or you just love astrology and you want a pack that represents you. Simple, right? You can use the code in the description box. It will be SHA20. I repeat, SHA20, SHA20. You can also just click on the link in the description box as well, and it'll take you straight there. But today we're going to see what crystal or what bracelet you guys got. And we have green jade. And it says, everything I touch turns to gold. See, it makes sense with the royalty coming through in the purple clip. Okay, it says the intention is prosperity. The zodiac signs associated with it are Taurus, Virgo, Libra, and Gemini, and the chakras are the heart chakra. So that's what I was saying about you having a lot of passion about what you believe in, right? Maybe to the point of sometimes coming off as aggressive, which is, I hate the term, honestly, and I'm sure you do too if you've been called it at least once or twice in your life. I've been called it a few times, and I'm like, me? Aggressive? I'm just a little. I'm just a girl. How dare you? But I'm like, if you can't handle the passion, please go to the back of the line or just get out of the line completely. Like Miss Amaya Papaya from Love Island said, if I'm not your cup of tea, then don't drink it. And that's on period. because all the guys in the villa were bullying her about being too touchy-feely and calling everybody babe and just making her seem like she was weird or something was wrong with her. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, this is just who I am. Like, what's the problem? Like, the guys were just like, so, I don't know what's wrong with guys these days. Like, a woman who's like just overexpressive and like touching on them and then calling them babe. Like, what's the problem with that? Don't you like women? Don't you? Of course, the answer is no. Because if you truly like women, you wouldn't be talking to no woman like that, okay? You wouldn't be trying to, what is it called? What do people call it? Project your insecurities onto her. Because she can openly express herself, but she's always crying and she's very emotional and very passionate. You're calling her like what? Like, anyway, just pissed me off that this season of Love Island, y'all, for those reasons, right? But you guys could be given a little bit of Maya Papaya. She's very beautiful. She's gorgeous. Her eyes are stunning. She's mesmerizing. She's the cutest little petitest thing around. I think she's like 5'2" or 5'4". Just, just good vibes, very giggly, very cutesy. It's kind of giving there's not really much up in her brain. Not saying she's stupid or anything. She's a nurse and she's very intelligent, but sometimes she like says things and does things that kind of gives like little girl vibes, So that could be coming through for you guys. You could be very intelligent, but something about you is like still like giving cutesy. Her form and her face gives siren, but her personality is like very adorable and, innocent, right? So that can be coming through for you guys as well. But we have this coming through for you guys. You guys have the green jade. So, and it's funny because her eyes are green as well. So some of you could have really beautiful green eyes. So, and it's funny how I was talking about some of you could be Hispanic because she's Latina. She's Dominicana, okay, from New York. Big ups, New York. So some of you could be Dominican from New York. Some of you could just be from New York. Some of you could just be Hispanic. I don't know. But that's coming through for you guys. Let's see what bracelet you got. I haven't seen any of the bracelets and I'm excited. Okay, let's see what we have here. What? Yo, this is freaking gorgeous. What do you mean? What the heck? I wasn't expecting such a vibrant freaking green. Guys, do you see? I wish you could see it better. Hold on. Because you're not seeing it enough from me. The light is not shining on it. Like, do you see how beautiful that is? That is gorgeous. That's much better. Oh, that's much better. This is beautiful. I don't think I've ever gotten like something this saturated before. This is beautiful. You guys, I'm mesmerized. I'm truly mesmerized. And that could be something coming through for you guys. Like, what the heck? I'm just like... And it's hard to shut me up when I get going. But this has truly done it. You know what I maybe should do? Just change the angle of the light. That might be a little bit better so you guys can see it. This is beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love. Have you guys heard or seen that the meme that people were like, it went around when Rihanna was pregnant for the second time and someone was asking her something and she's like, I'm in love, I'm obsessed. And then of course the internet, when it made it into like a song, I'm in love, I'm obsessed. That's what's coming through right now because this is, this is stunning. And look at it. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, let me stop. I'm getting mesmerized. That could be something that people say about you, like your beauty is mesmerized or you're just mesmerizing in general, because this is truly gorgeous. That is crazy. I was not expecting that. Like, of course, all of these are beautiful as well, but there's just something about this green. It's so pure. It's so potent. It's so concentrated. It's the vibe coming through. So there's something about that. Maybe you look good in green, and like I said, you have green eyes or something. Or you have like a high contrast where you have like dark hair, lighter skin, or darker skin, lighter eyes. Something like that could be coming through. Okay, let's see. For my group 2s, please, Spirit. Okay, you need to go. How would a tarot reader describe them? Please, Spirit. Y'all saw that. This is the 2 of Cups. So I'm hearing very enjoyable. Someone who's very fun and nice to be around. Okay, someone who carries a romantic energy to them. Like, you know how there's some people who just carry around a life is great, a very whimsical, like nothing could go wrong in this moment vibe. And I do believe that's very much Amaya from Love Island. So that could be your energy where you're just about lifting everybody up. And it makes sense because she's a nurse as well. And that's her whole thing, to take care of people and make people feel safe and, taken care of. That could be your vibe as well. People feel warm around you. People feel warmth from you. That could just mean you run hot, right? Which can mean you're easily angered, easily happy, easily aroused, something like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't take much for people to get you, hyped up about something. We're going on a trip, and it's funny because she always loved to make up little songs, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the cutest thing. You guys are giving a Maya papaya. But you care about a lot about people. And here we have the devil in reverse. But I wasn't able to shuffle properly, so I'm going to put that back. Okay, my group 2, please spirit, what would the tarot reader say to describe them? We have the Empress, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. We have this card. Guys, tell me this card did not fly back out. Yo, I want to scream so bad. Spirit, we heard you the first time. Thank you. Yeah, some people could, are you coming out upright in reverse? Like, what's up? Because, okay, you acting up today. The devil. This is the vibe that I was getting of people like me maybe talking mess about you or considering you to be very dramatic or something, but there is a nurturing side to you, and there may be a little bit of a toxic side to you. We all have toxic sides to us, but yours can be more visible and hard to mask than other people because you're very open and expressive. Group 2. We have 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you could be coming from group 1. I'm getting that vibe. And we have the freaking Sun, okay? So do not fret over the one negative card coming out on the devil. I do feel like it's kind of giving temptation because that's what the devil means. It's giving sexy vibes, you know what I mean? Okay, it's like putting people in a trance energy. How am I not noticing the freaking... Yo, I'm bugging. How am I not noticing the camera just... in the opposite direction? Yeah, you're a little chaotic, or I should say very chaotic, because Lord, so far this reading is going through some things, okay? So we have the 2 of Cups here, which represents very close relationships. You can have like very close relationships. 2 of Cups in particular is romantic connections, dating, right? You're in the dating phase, getting to know someone vibe. So that could be something coming through. Maybe you're someone who is like very a hot commodity. People want to date you. A lot of people want to date you, or you're dating one person right now. But this is about how a tarot reader would describe you. Someone who's a lover girl. Okay, you want to be in a connection. You love love, right? You go looking for love. You yearn for it. You, even if you do have it, there's just something about you always wanting to make other people happy. It's like a little bit of a people pleaser energy coming through. But you love getting to know people. You could like one-on-one connections in particular, which means you like being with one friend, giving them all your attention. Being with another friend, giving them all your attention. Group settings to kind of be a little, I don't want to say polarizing for you, but just like where it makes you feel like an outcast, because people, you know how it's giving, you know what this is giving me? It's giving me the really pretty girl who people like to be mean to because they're not sure if she's nice or mean, so they just automatically think she's mean and they're mean to her, standoffish, because this card here, the way everyone else is talking and she's just sitting there by herself. And what I never really noticed about this card is that everyone else's drink is still full and hers is empty. So it's kind of giving nervous drinking, maybe getting drunk. That could be your party girl ways coming through in this card here, because one thing about Amaya, she was definitely the life of the party as well. So that could be coming through for you guys, okay? But everyone's like having a conversation. She kind of feels left out. Maybe it's because she feels like that everyone is maybe judging her because she finished her drink too quickly, if you want to give it a scenario on the card. But she's kind of like closing on herself. And that's because everyone around her is kind of making her feel uncomfortable, which is how Amaya felt in one particular episode of Love Island, because everyone was like literally bullying her, like back to back. All the guys were ganging up on her. And so one guy, okay, the guy who she ended up winning the show with, stood up for her and said, hey, that's just in our culture. We're Latina. We're fiery. We're passionate. We have a lot to say. Like, we're touchy-feely. We're always calling you nicknames. We're like that kind of thing. We're really close. So don't condemn her for it if you don't understand it. Like she said, if I'm not your cup of tea, don't drink it. Like, I'm not forcing you to be with me, but that doesn't give you the right to have something to say about how I act when it's just something you're uncomfortable with. It has nothing to do with me, right? Child of the ghetto. Anywho, that could be something coming through as well. People feel uncomfortable by maybe how open you are, how expressive you are, how maybe volatile you can be sometimes. And it's kind of like, okay, can you like chill down or chill out? You could be someone who people are always telling you to calm down, right? And it's her would be telling someone that as well, like, hey, they have a little bit maybe of a temper, or they're like high strung, you know? Why am I hearing freaking Candace from Phineas and Ferb? Mom, it's your birthday. Thanks for all the care and love you give. Not to mention the meals. Sometimes I get a bit nervous and forget to tell you how I feel. Shooby-doo, shooby-doo. I'm a little high-strung. It's just because I'm young. Mom, I adore you. And I'll do anything for you. And though my brothers... Anyway, she sang a whole song for her mom, and it was so cute. But basically, she's saying, I'm a little high-strung just because I'm young. So maybe you're someone who is young, or you give off, like, young and tender. Why did I just hear young tenderoni? Get out. How ghetto. I do not use such terminologies and words. So why is that coming through? You're a young tenderoni. Like, what the heck? I'm hearing red bone. Like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, come on now, people, stop it. I don't use that terminology either, but okay, it's coming through, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, period, okay? But here we have the Empress, very caring, very loving, very giving, very nurturing. You give a lot of yourself to people, whether they deserve it or not, is a vibe that is coming through, and that's just what the Empress does. She gives, you know, love, herself, advice, riches, like, whatever you need, she's gonna be the one sitting there giving it to you, right? Whew, boy. And it says there is beauty to be found in every experience. So that could be something that you take away or give to people. That's something a tarot reader would say about you. That you find beauty in every experience. Or you find you... how can I phrase this? You use every experience as a chance to learn. So if something doesn't go right, instead of you sitting there like wanting to crash out, maybe you do, but after the fact, you kind of understand why things happened, okay? You use every opportunity you can to learn a new lesson or something is what's coming through for you guys as well. The Devil, we kind of went over that already. Toxic witches, be cautious of those who take more than they give, okay? Maybe people will call you that you take, maybe people would say you take more than you give. That's what a tarot reader may say about you, that you take more than you give. I'm not getting those vibes as well. I feel like you give exactly what you get. And people can be mad about that because you kind of set those boundaries in your life. Because we have the Empress coming out. So which is it? Do you not give enough, or do you... I mean, the Empress is also known to sit pretty and to receive. So maybe you're seen as someone who's spoiled as well. People would call you a little spoiled, right? I'm hearing out of touch. How rude. Stephanie from Full House. How rude. How dare ye? I mean, I do believe the Empress is very giving because she's the mother archetype, but she's also known as someone who's the feminine, so she receives as well. So this is the energy of receiving, and then this card says, be cautious of those who take more than they give. So that can be coming through for somebody here. How rude. People are just crazy out here. Okay. I just believe people take your passion for aggression or something like that. Because even in this card here, when I'm looking at it, she is definitely giving me, her face could look angry. Because when I'm looking at it at certain points, it's giving angry. But then when I'm really looking at it again, it's giving flirty. So it's kind of like, are people thinking that you're like mean or something? Like I said, that's what I was getting in this, the Toxic Witch card here. Where people think you're like mean girl vibes, but you're really not. So, F them. We have Nine of Pentacles. You're very comfortable. You have a good job is what I just heard as well. So you're very comfortable in life. You have a good job, or you're on the way to becoming very comfortable in life because you have a good job, right? The Nine of Pentacles is definitely someone who is quite carefree in how they live and how they express themselves because they truly have nothing to worry about besides themselves. It's giving bachelor. It's giving bachelorette. You have your nice house. You have your freaking job. You come home. You're unbothered. You don't have kids tying you down. Like, that's the kind of energy coming through. Because if a Ten of Pentacles were to come out, it's giving, you're a family woman. You're a family man. How cute. This Nine of Pentacles is definitely giving single, right? It's giving 30, 40, and thriving. It's like, I don't got no kids tying me down. I don't have no husband and bothering me. I'm living my best single life, okay? And I'm hearing that song, I'm living my life like it's golden. So that's also coming through for you guys. But the Nine of Pentacles says pause and savor the results of your success, okay? That's something you are taking the time to do, right? And that word or that term that I always be using to represent comfy and cozy, 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒𝐬, or whatever it's called, is kind of what this scene is giving me as well, because she's laying in her hammock and she has the little string lights there, and it's kind of giving fairyscape vibes, okay? So that can be also something coming through for you. We're going to put these up here and move these over so we can get all the cards and we can see them. You have a moment to see all of them up close. Here we have the sun coming through, and the sun says give yourself permission to experience joy. There could be something about your house that stands out. There could be something very cozy and comfy about it. Or people would just definitely say you love the cozy vibe, okay? There's a reader on YouTube who, like, I forget her name. And every time I want to mention her, I forget her name. Chloe Taylor, there her name is. Chloe Taylor, like, she loves to call all of her, like, subscribers cozy babes. And I just love the vibe because her aesthetic just winter all year long. And that's on period. And that's the kind of energy you kind of bring around with you. You bring that comfy, cozy, laid back, chill vibe wherever you go. But then why are people considering you to be mean? Like, people are just weird. Like, I really don't know. I can't even tell you nothing. And all these perspectives that I'm getting could be from different people or different places, right? Because this is just how a tarot reader would describe you to people, right? And tarot readers are basically just reading the cards in front of them and energies if they're an energy reader. That's a different thing altogether. Tarot card readers are reading the cards for what it is. If you are also someone who has the spiritual gifts of clairvoyance and clairaudience, you will get messages with the cards from spirit while you're reading the cards, and you can accompany the messages you get with the cards. There are some people who read energies, right? That's clairsentient, I believe. Like, it's like there's a whole bunch of different things coming through here for you guys. But I feel like people are intimidated by your energy for sure. And they use it as a reason to treat you badly or like to talk bad about you. It's the kind of energy. So the tarot reader would say people are jealous, essentially, right? People misread you. People don't understand you properly. It's just ghetto out here in these streets, I would say. But don't take any of these things personally, honestly. The tarot reader doesn't know you personally, nor do I know you personally, right? This could be any tarot reader reading for you and telling people, you know, or describing you to you. You don't really know. Well, I guess to make this even, we'll pull one more card. So you are really affectionate and lovey-dovey because the way they're kind of like interlocking legs up here in the Two of Cups, that's the vibe coming through. You have a lot of love to give. Is something a tarot reader would say as well. What card is this? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You could have your own shop. You could like plants, okay? But Seven of Pentacles is definitely someone who has done, I'm hearing, I built this for you page brick by brick. And that is a phrase or term people use on TikTok when they see certain videos that call them out, right? Or they resonate with deeply. You'll see someone in the comments saying, I built this For You page brick by brick, because the purpose of the For You page is to show you stuff that you like. So you'll keep scrolling, doom scrolling as well, you know, and you'll maybe tempted to buy something or like something or engage with a specific person. And I feel like when you see something that's like hits a little too close to home, you're like, I built this brick by liking specific things so that you continue showing me those things, right? So maybe you're someone who's very active on social media as well, just liking, interacting, or you could have your own social media platform that could be coming through as well. But you have a very soft heart, okay? Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. You put a lot of energy and time into the people you care about, okay? I'm getting curls, honestly. That could be something coming through. You could be someone with really curly hair, whatever stage of life you're at, because we have curly hair, curly hair, curly hair, curly hair, curly hair. It's giving some curl to it and then curly hair again. So that's coming through for you guys, okay? We're going to get some cards from the Supernatural show, and you will be happy to know, for the people that were like, just watch it. In my other video, I forgot what the video was about. I did start watching Supernatural. And I do like it, but I'm not here for the jump scares, and the audio was like really loud when it comes to those things. So I'll be in the room after work, because that's the only time I have to watch TV. It's dark, the lights are all off, the house is sleeping, and then I put it as low as I can without where I can still hear them talking. Because when they're talking, it's low, but then when you have the jump scares, it's mad loud. I'm like, y'all pissing me off, right? You're trying to wake up everybody in the blasted house, and I'm just trying to hear the show by putting it up really loud. And then when it comes to those or jump scare moments, I'm like, I know you're lying right now. I'm about to take this off right now. And you never know when they're coming to low it down, so it just pisses me off, right? But I'm not here for the gory, the scary, the creepy. That's not my vibe at all. But I'm like, y'all said watch it, so I'm trying to give it a go, right? I'll give it to season 1. If it gets juicy and starts picking up, I'll keep going. Because 15 seasons is a long time for me to watch something I don't really care for, okay? So let's see. How else would a tarot reader, what else would a tarot reader say about you? How else would they describe you? My group 2s, please spirit, my group 2s. This dang light is in the way. Okay, we have Charlie Bradbury, we have the Cult, and then we have Bobby Singer. Some of you are definitely here from group 1. That's my confirmation. But the Cult is a pistol, and I believe it was a pistol that was forged to be able to kill like something evil, of course. But we'll just leave it there for now. Okay, so that's what you do. You kind of cut through the tension, and you cut through bad vibes, you cut through the evil, you kind of like lift the energy of people around you is the vibe that's coming through, whether you do it intentionally or not. Okay, let's see what these 3 people are about. Or this person. I remember Bobby. Bobby is known for being very organized. He has a whole wall full of phones that kind of connect to different what is it called, government agencies. He's definitely big about family and being there for people. He was a surrogate dad to Dean and Sam in the show. He taught them all about being there, loyalty, so that could be something coming through as well. Yeah, very dependable bloke. And then we have Charlie. I read for her before. I believe she was somewhat of a little sister to Sam and Dean as well. And at first, they didn't really like each other, but the more they spent time, the more she was able to thaw Sam's heart. And Sam seems to be the cold-hearted person, or the cold-hearted one. And I thought it would be Dean, honestly, from the outside looking in, from looks alone. I thought Dean would be the more hard, unapproachable one. He kind of is, and Sam's like more of like the goody two shoes looking one, but he's hard to reach emotionally. And Dean's like the kind of the opposite. He craves love in a way, just from what I've seen. And like I think I'm on like episode maybe 15 or something of season 1. He seems to be the one that kind of craves love and wants someone to always stay there and be with him and never leave him. And Sam is kind of like a little bit of like a detached kind of person, because he doesn't want to be left, because he like lost his mom before he was able truly able to know her. Grew up in a household where he felt like his dad didn't really care for him or didn't really want to be there. And then, he has some attachment issues. He's giving avoidant attachment, right? Anyway, we're not here to read Dean freaking Winchester. I mean, Sam. Jesus Christ. Anyway. But this became like a little sister to them. Then something happened to her, and then she came back half good, half evil, and yeah. So she's kind of giving innocent, wouldn't hurt a fly vibes from what I remember in the car. I'm trying to memorize the deck without having to always read this long paragraphs. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Okay, Charlie Bradbury. Charlie Bradbury was the honorary little sister Dean joked he never wanted. Really, she was a sister he never realized he needed. Oh, so she was Dean's girl. Okay. Or sister, whatever you want to call it. Genius hacker, geeky fangirl, expert hunter, and lovable pop culture aficionado. Charlie brought up the softer side of the Winchesters. While adventuring in Oz, Charlie's soul was split, creating 2 versions of her, light and dark. Dark Charlie was violent, and look at what I was freaking saying, guys. Oh my freaking gosh. Was I not saying this earlier, where sometimes people think you're volatile and other times they think you're sweet? This is blowing my mind. I completely forgot about that for a second until I'm reading this. I'm like, wait, didn't this come through already? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Dark Charlie was violent and ruthless. Light Charlie couldn't even hack a bank account because doing so was bad. Okay? Charlie Bradbury speaks to the duality that exists in all of us. The balance of the light and dark, each serving a purpose. Okay, there we go. That's what's coming through. There's the dark side to you, an innocent, geeky, pop culture, girly to you. Then there's also a dark side to you, right? That's coming through. Now we have Bobby Singer. Let's go back and read for him. B-I. O comes after I. So you should be right here. Bobby Singer. Consistently the voice of reason, Bobby Singer was a veteran hunter and surrogate father who the Winchesters could count on, armed with a wall full of phones, each labeled with a different government agency, as well as an endless supply of snark. He served as Sam and Dean's go-to source for hunting and life advice. Bobby Singer reminds us that now is not the time to go at things alone. You've reached a point where moving forward requires a support system and people who have your back. Just like Bobby did every time the Winchesters needed him. Anyway, that's what's coming through for here. Someone who you could depend on. Someone who's a little bit snarky, but snarky but dependable. We love that for you guys, okay? That's what tarot reader would say about you, okay? But also well prepared. Like I said, there is a smart aleck side to you. Let's see what comes through. Third house, very chatty, very talkative. Then you love banter, back and forth. You may love a little bit of arguing, a little bit of, back and forth, like I said earlier. Or what I'm saying now. You have first house with your personality. You have a very big personality, okay? It may take some getting used to, is what I just heard as well. Here we have, I think this is North Node. Here we have Pisces energy. So definitely someone like very dreamy, very much maybe in their head, right? Maybe someone who seems like a little lost sometimes, dazed, in a trance. Here we have Uranus, which is someone who's unpredictable, which makes a lot of sense for that duality coming out in you. And where's the other dice? Over here, we have Pisces coming through freaking again. Wow, that's crazy. So 12th house vibes coming through. I think 12th house has to do with like dreams. It has to do with, is 12th house secrets or is that 8th house? I don't really remember. The psyche is 12th house though, dreams, addictions, which is funny because we have the devil coming out. So there could be something here about addictions. For you guys, you have a lot of addictions. That doesn't take away from your, good personality, but there is some bad that comes with the good. North Node is, I believe it's like your dharma in some instances, and it's also like your path, where you're meant to be, your destiny, right? So stuff like that is coming through. So you can have like a really good career, or there could be something here about you coming from a line of something, a line of doctors, a line of nurses, a line of witches. It's funny because we're getting into the supernatural deck, and Dean and them came from a line. Well, I guess their father was only hunter, from what I know at this point watching the show, but their father kind of trained them to follow in his footsteps, right? So there's something here about that coming through. You're giving little sister vibes though. Very bratty, very annoying, but also very profound, right? Very easy to get along with, very cutesy is the vibe coming through. That's how a tarot reader would describe you. So I'm going to leave you reading here. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be getting into how would a tarot reader describe you? What would they say about you? Basically, tarot readers get asked a lot of questions. If someone were to come and ask about you, what would they say? Okay, as simple as that. And that's the best way I've explained it the whole reading. So you could be someone who is good at explaining things. You're good at giving demonstrations. You're good at helping someone learn something, right? That could be something coming through for you guys, okay? Or you're good at talking and making things make sense, right? We're going to get into this reading, but before we do that, I have another little gift for you guys, okay? You guys chose this Otter Spirit box, but you also chose this green paper clip, okay? I think they're called paper clips, at least. I'm not 100% sure. They clip things together, right? And if it's paper, it's a paper clip. Stop playing. But I'm doing another collab with Otter Spirit. I'm so freaking excited. I opened up group 1 and group 2's boxes already, and I'm excited to open up your box 2. I have no idea what the crystals look like or what the gemstone bracelets look like. I'm already wearing my one that I got last time, the good luck one. I'll keep you updated about that if I have any good luck. I'm trying to manifest something specific right now. If it comes through, I know this would have helped okay? But let's get into it. We also have a Leo new moon coming through, so you could also buy some bracelets to help you manifest what you're trying to manifest this new moon, right? They have a bunch of intention packs, they have zodiac packs, they have necklaces, they have anything that you could need when it comes to gemstones, okay? They're beautiful, right? And good quality, which I always mention because that is great for me. That is important for me. As a Virgo and a Libra moon, I definitely need the aesthetic and I need the quality of it to be good, or else we're fighting, because quality over quantity is my biggest thing, okay? When it comes to how something looks and how something feels, I'm not just gonna be wearing anything or buying anything. Ugh, never. Okay? Same thing when it comes to my skin. And everything. Like when I first started doing my makeup, I'm like, I gotta go and buy the good stuff. I have to go to Sephora and buy good, clean makeup, because I'm not gonna put anything on my face, because I feel like I look great without stuff on my face. So for me to start using stuff on my face and for it to like break me out or have me looking crazy would have been the ultimate, like, I would have been pissed off, okay? So I had to look into what I was buying and making sure that it was good for my face. And I'm like, I bet. And then using it. That's how intentional I am about the things that I put in not in my body, child. So I'm eating junk. I may not want to, but I don't know. I'm just predispositioned. Growing up in a Black household, health was never really a thing. I would say it was like more about affordability, right? So I'm like, you know what? Things that I eat may not be the best, but when I put on my skin, when I wash up with, those are very important, okay? Anyway, I'm sorry to go on this rant. Let's get into your bracelet. I'm excited to see it. The green coming through is definitely giving, it's not giving rich. I mean, green usually does for me, but it's kind of giving earthy. It's giving fresh. I'm smelling like grass freshly cut. So maybe you're someone who's always well groomed, right? Because that's like you're grooming your lawn, right? Or maybe you're someone who always smells like, I'm hearing patchouli, or you always smell like some kind of incense oil, or maybe you're one of the people who carry around or wear oils and like the smell is like very potent. You have like a nice smell to you. It may not be oils, but something that is coming through. I mean, it could also be giving rich as well, because you make sure to buy the good stuff. So you spend your money well, right? Whether it's you're looking rich or not, okay? But you got money, you be spending it, period. And I heard that and I felt that. Now, let's put this up here. This one can go back. But green is definitely giving me fresh. It's definitely giving me earthy. It's definitely giving me like clean and crisp and on point, right? That's what I keep getting from this here. Now let's get into your bracelet and see which one you got. I'm freaking excited. Dun, dun, dun. You got Peridot. Okay, period. Yo, I'm going off track here, but I used to be, when period used to be like so popular, but the T at the end, I swear I would always be typing it in and then they would change it to Peridot and I would be so upset. Like, excuse me, I know what I typed. It's period, but a T at the end. Okay, I'm here. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing that song by Doja Cat, and I think Doja Cat and Sweetie. Man, you look good with a T at the end. I'ma hype you every time. That's my mother friend. But when I used to be spelling out the word period with a T at the end, I used to piss me off when they would change it to Peridot. I'm like, ain't nobody saying Peridot. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Like, no tea, no shade, Peridot, but we ain't here for you. I'm at period. Shoot, don't piss me off. But anyway, let's get into the card you guys got. It says, I am renewed and I am revitalized. I swear, I blow my mind away every time. Because while we're talking about it giving fresh, it giving crisp, it giving earthy, and we have I am renewed, I am revitalized. And I swear on my mom, who has passed away, that I did not open this box and look at it before I opened it just now. This is just pure vibes, and I'm picking up on here. I'm like, the green usually gives me rich, but this time it's giving me like grass and fresh, and you're eating your grass smoothies and matcha. How could I forget matcha? Like, it's giving me that. Like, things you put in your body, you're very intentional. What you wear on your body, you're very intentional about. Like, stuff like that. And here comes the freaking, I am renewed and revitalized. Like, stop playing in my face. Spirit, like, y'all be coming through. Like, I love it here. Okay, but anyway, let's keep going. The intention is healing and prosperity. So money is coming through, but it's not coming through like a showy way. It's coming through and you'll see how I feel and look, because the things that I'm putting in my body is helping the outside of my body look good, that kind of thing, you know? So exercise, being fit, that stuff can be coming through for you guys as well, for how a tarot reader would describe you. Now, we have the zodiac signs that's associated with is Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, and Sagittarius. So these can be placements for you guys, okay? And then we have the chakras are the heart chakra, which we love, okay? And that's the green, which is very funny, or not, because everything kind of like, I literally just chose the random boxes, placed them down, put the paper clips in front of them. I'm like, okay, whatever comes through, comes through. Not the green coming through for the heart chakra, and it kind of helping me decipher. Like, it's just, it's crazy to me. I don't know why I'm always surprised, but I'll never be not surprised. Okay, by things that come through before you even get any confirmation of it. I'm like, period. Tapped in and tuned in. Tapped and tuned in. Tuned in and turned on. Like, I was gonna name this channel that when I first got it. Like, tuned in and turned on. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, nah, stop doing it. You doing too much. Oh, that would have been cute. Like, I am tuned in and turned on. Like, stop playing in my face. But anyway, I'm done. I keep getting distracted, guys. Please bear with me. Maybe you're someone who gets distracted. Maybe you may suffer from ADHD, or, you know, your attention span is not what it used to be, because, child, the way I'm going from topic to topic is crazy. I've told 5 different stories in 7 minutes. Anyway, let's get into it. Heart chakra. So you're definitely someone who feels a lot, right? You're someone who's very sensitive, is what I just heard very specifically. Let's get into this crystal. I'm excited. What does it look like? Have I ever seen peridot before? Oh, this is freaking gorgeous, guys. Oh my gosh. These bracelets they're sending are freaking blowing my mind right now, because the green one from the last reading was so freaking beautiful. This one, though, what the yo. Look at this one little globe right here. This is like, you can't even see it properly. It's giving glass blown, a vase. So maybe you guys do like expensive stuff. It's giving a glass blown vase. Have you ever seen Sweet Home Alabama? How her husband ended up become like this person who made glass. It was because they had the beach they used to go to, and how they almost got struck by lightning that one time. And like the first time they kissed when they were like, I think younger, ended up becoming a whole business where this man became like rich. Like, it's just, I love it. That movie is one of my favorite movies ever. Okay, it's in like my top 10. Sweet Home Alabama. Anyway, look at this, guys. This is freaking gorgeous. Hold on. I gotta take the camera. I gotta take this off to give you like a better, like, do you see that? Now, I don't know which one is my favorite. Damn. I just wish I'm doing y'all thing. Stop playing. These are freaking gorgeous. Like, this like a mossy green. And it matches, which is the crazier part. And I did not do it. Yo, child, I don't even know what to say. I'm like blown away. Shatter every window till it's all blown away. Anyways, don't mind me. Like, I'm blown away, honestly and truly. The synchronicities in this reading is going crazy. This group 3, stop playing. But this is gorgeous. Let's put this on. I'm excited. Like, these, like, do you see this? Oh, that's so freaking pretty. And let me show you group 2s, because I just can't. Maybe some of you are called to group 2, because theirs was even like, do we see how gorgeous this is? But I feel like I like this peridot one better. Like, whatever do you mean? Like, this green is, I don't know. I'm not seeing both of them. I'm kind of like, I don't know. But do you see this? Like, stop. I have to show it to you properly, because where's the light at? Like, do you see that? This is so beautiful. Yeah. I can't choose a favorite one. I don't have to, but it's just, dang. Y'all never miss, eh? Okay, let me put their bracelet back. I'm out here showing you the competition. Let me stop. Group 2 is not the competition. I play too much. But I'm out here showing you another. I feel like I'm cheating. Anyway, okay, so we have this one. It's very beautiful. Thank you, Outer Spirit. If you ever want to get your own, you can use my code. Use SHA20, SHA20. For 20% off your order, you can just click the link in the description box, and it'll take you straight to the website where you can buy and look and browse, okay? Okay. This is on the buy, period. Now let's get into your reading, guys. If you're still here with me, you're not fed up. Oh, Lord. How would a tarot reader describe my group 3s? Shatter every window till it's all blown away. That song is coming through. Blown Away by Carrie Underwood. Move. The stupid light. Keep acting a fool. You want to come out or no? Shoot. Okay, group 3. Please spirit group 3. Guess we're gonna fall, eh? Negatory. Okay, we have Page of Cups, we have King of Pentacles, and we have Nine of Wands. So we have perseverance coming through here. There's something really soft about you is what's coming through. And it's funny because I was getting like sensitive. And sensitive can mean a bunch of different things. Sensitive can mean you're a highly sensitive person, kind of like ESP, okay? But then we also have like someone who's emotionally sensitive. I'm getting emotionally sensitive here for you guys. You guys could also be spiritually sensitive or, you know, very intuitive, but I'm definitely getting someone who's very in touch and in tune with their emotions and how other people feel around them. It's giving empath vibes, okay? You could definitely be not triggered, but what's the proper word? Affected by people's emotions or what's going on around you, which is why you guys are coming through as healing. Because if I do remember correctly, the card that you guys got in here said something about healing and prosperity. Healing and prosperity, both. You could have a job that helps others heal, or you're trying to help yourself heal and in turn help others heal as well. Like something's coming through because we have this shop here and she looks like someone who's very smiley, always very happy, a very positive person. That can be coming through for you guys as well. I feel the need to like put it down a little more so you can see it better. How like she looks like very smiley and very friendly, right? It's kind of like giving older woman who will take care of me vibes. Like I don't even mean it in like a weird way though. It's kind of like someone when you're around an older, more maternal woman, you just know they'll take care of you because they give a very warm vibe. That's the kind of energy coming through for you guys. So that's how Tarot would describe you: warm, sensitive, empathic. Okay, this Page of Cups is what's doing it for me though, because she's standing by the sea holding a cup of what I'm assuming are a bunch of hearts. And that's not usually what the Page of Cups is represented as. And I realized that I've never really gotten, I don't remember getting this card a lot. And it's funny how she has green hair. Some people can have green hair. But I don't remember ever getting this card a lot. But when I do get the Page of Cups in other decks, it's usually a fish in the cup. But here I'm seeing a lot of hearts. So like you give a lot of yourself to people, you know, your heart is always open. I'm hearing bleeding heart. You know what I mean? I'm hearing animals like you, babies like you. That's the kind of energy you exude, you know? And you're someone who to support. And look, thanks for supporting local witches. You are giving me the earthy witch, the hedge witch vibes is what's coming through for you guys, okay? You are one with nature. So being outside in nature is very important because her shop is very much strategically placed in a bunch of greenery, okay? Whether she planted those there to be closer to, you know, Mother Gaia, or she went and purposely built her shop where there's a lot of earth, because we have the beach here and then we have earth here. So this is water and this is earth, and then here we have fire where she's kind of like devoting herself. I'm hearing the song, just another LA devotee. So maybe you're a devotee to a specific, you know, saint. I'm hearing Santa Maria. Maybe you're a specific patron of a saint or a goddess, you know, Aphrodite, Athena. People devote themselves to these goddesses. People devote themselves to specific saints, right? That's the kind of vibe that's coming through for you guys. Some of you could be a mother because this older woman here is giving me that vibe, but you have a youthful spirit and heart, no matter how old or young you are. Okay, Nine of Wands is definitely giving fighter. You don't really give up that easily. You're going to fight for the people who you ride for. That's what I just heard specifically. And I just heard you ride at dawn. So a tarot reader would tell them that you are going to fight for them, okay? I'm not really getting fight for justice, but it's kind of like if your friend calls you crying, saying her man cheated, you're definitely riding over to his house and like slicing his tires and egging his house. I'm not saying I condone this, okay? I'm not like saying this is okay, but that's the vibe that's coming through, okay? Ain't nobody gonna say that, oh, the Pleiadian priestess said it was okay to go egg somebody. Nah. I said you give those vibes. That's a friend you would be, okay? Okay. If your friend called you and said, I put a tracker on that man's car and it's on the move, you like, come pick me up on the way so we can confront this man together, okay? If your friend called you and said there's a body in the back of the car, you're not asking no questions. You're going with a shovel like, I'm gonna meet you there. Where's you at? That's the kind of vibe coming through. You're always gonna be there. It's gonna be ride or die vibes. And I love that because we all need friends like you guys, okay? That's the vibe coming through for you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. I wasn't expecting all that to come through, but that's what we're getting here. Now let's see what else comes through for you guys. My group threes, please. Oh, I'm bending up my card. Don't do that. Shoot. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. You can talk to yourself too. Someone told me that talking to yourself is crazy. I'm like, then I'll be crazy. Period. Then I'll be crazy. No, he said talking to yourself is fine. Answering yourself is crazy. I'm like, what? How is talking to yourself okay, but answering yourself crazy? Like, please, don't piss me off. Like, just leave me alone. Let me be. Like, because I was like whispering to myself, like, yeah, okay, I have that. Like doing a checklist in my mind. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he's like, are you talking to yourself? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like, no, it's actually the signs of genius. He's like, oh, well, talking to yourself is fine, but answering yourself is crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, they're in the same. Anyway, let me not. People could talk about you behind your back. Maybe you talk to yourself. I don't freaking know. People always have something to say, an opinion. Oh, boy. Oh, stop it. Rubbing my eye is not good. But it feels so good. Okay, so maybe you're someone who does things they know they shouldn't because it feels good. You give into your impulses is what I just heard as well. So we already went through these cards. Let's pull up the new ones. What's that song? I woke up in a new Bugatti. Yeah. That song is going around on social media. A bunch of couples are like trying to pull each other. Like the guy is pulling the girl and it's like easy, of course. And then the girl is trying to pull her guy. And of course it's hard because the men are like all muscle and, physically predisposed to be stronger than women. So it's kind of like, are you surprised she can't pull you, sir? Some women can, but most of them cannot. And like, come on now. But anyway, that's what's coming through. I woke up in a new Bugatti. That could be something coming through for you guys. You have like maybe a nice car or something. Anyway, but maybe you could be strong. 9 of Wands is kind of giving strong as well. Here we have the Fool coming through. I woke up in a new Bugatti. And then here we have Temperance. Okay, let's see if this is straight. Is this my phone acting up? It is. Because the stupid light don't want to act right. It keeps making my phone tilt. Okay. Now here we have Temperance, and we have the Cozy Witch, and then we have the Page of Wands. Temperance is let go of self-imposed limitations, okay? I'm hearing you're a free spirit for sure. Like, you don't let things, like, really hold you down for too long. Of course, you can, like, cry over spilled milk, wallow in it when it's happening. But as soon as it's over and it's done, you're definitely moving on, okay? And I love that. You're very stylish. I'm hearing, like, look at these boots. They're studded and they're gorgeous, okay? Let me show you them a little closer. Like, look at their studded. I'm sure you can see it like that. Yeah. Like, pure. Okay, so maybe you're, like, giving a little bit of a bad ASS. A bad mother, shut your mouth, right? You're giving those kind of vibes, okay? But you're doing it like in like a very serene, like, how can I describe it? It's not coming through properly. Like, it's kind of giving me a sweet, homely woman who you think is kind of like harmless, but she'll kind of like yank you up by your chain or something really quickly. So someone who looks like defenseless, but they're really not. Very funny. You could definitely like your tea because we have like a lot of cups coming through here. We have a cup full of something there and our cup full of her tea right there. Okay, and then she also has a cup of water in her hand too. Oh, because Temperance is supposed to be about the balancing and keeping yourself moderation. So Temperance, when it does come through, is my health card as well. So you're definitely someone who's very health conscious, and you try to be. Because I remember I was watching one reading and the tarot reader mentioned that her Temperance is like her health and wellness card. I'm like, really? And that's kind of stuck with me. But it doesn't come through all the time, but it's coming through right now. So it's like giving yoga, it's giving yogi master, it's giving Reiki master, it's giving a bunch of different stuff coming through here for you guys. So you guys are definitely health practitioners, but when it comes to the body and like eating healthier And it may not be mediumship and clairaudience and clairsentience, like touching and feeling and grasping and like root work, working with the earth, and hedge witch kind of material, working in the kitchen. Like that's the kind of vibe coming through for you guys. It's not giving speaking to the other side. It's not giving that at all. It's giving natural, right? Whichever way that, I mean, because everything is kind of natural, is it not? Like, you know how clairaudience and ESP and all that kind of stuff is giving supernatural, because like you're seeing things beyond, things that may not always be there, things that are not visible to the human eye. And then you're giving herbs and you're grounding it together and putting it in a tea and healing people's sick bodies. And that's the kind of vibe coming through for you guys. Two different energies, right? Okay, so you're definitely a healer, but like medicinally, if that makes a lot of sense, or if that makes any kind of sense. Okay, like apothecary kind of stuff, where people would go and buy a bunch of herbs from you and they're naturally or locally sourced or whatever, and you went through all the correct and proper channels to obtain these herbs and crystals and Palo Santo and yerba santa and all those kind of stuff, you know, dragon's blood. You went through the proper channels to do these things, whereas other people just don't, right? So you're very conscious of Mother Gaia is the vibe coming through for you guys. Okay, Temperance, you have like a lot of flowers and greenery in your house as well, because we see all these plants around her. Now we have the cozy witch. Take a chance. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. So you definitely do wake up every morning believing in like having a clean slate, wiping the slate clean, doing something different, adventurous, fun, right? Going and God, come on now, relax. Getting out of your comfort zone. That was crazy. Somebody sabotaging me. Getting out of your comfort zone with the Page of Cups and the Fool kind of coming out in the same card. Is you're definitely someone who keeps your heart open. So maybe you're kind of hard to be emotionally tied down to people. Not saying you're mean or not saying you're closed off, but I think it takes a lot for you to become attached to someone emotionally. And that's what tarot reader would say as well. But you love love and you want to fall in love. At least there's that. But it's like when it comes to like actually like devoting yourself, it takes some time. Okay. And then we have Page of Wands, which is that energy that I was saying about being impulsive and going after what you want and not really thinking about the consequences. Did I say that for your group? I think I did. The Page of Wands says, just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. Ooh. And we have 2 pages coming through so far here. So, and then the Fool is kind of giving a page energy of like cleaning the slate, starting over again, being excitable, you know, just jumping in head first and learning along the way. Novice energy is the vibe that's coming through for you guys. So you could kind of be, I'm hearing, what is it called? A something at something and a master to none. A jack of all trades with a master to none, I think is what it's called. So there could be a bunch of different small things you're good at, but not one good thing, you know? Yeah, that's what's coming through as well. Because you kind of start stuff and like get bored and move on to the next one really easily. So it's kind of like you know a little bit about a bunch of different stuff, but you're not a master or anything. It's giving Aries energy for sure, because Aries are known for starting things but never finishing. They're a cardinal sign. They're the starters, right? The initiators. But are they the finishers? No. I would definitely say, who are the finishers? I think the fixed signs are the finishers, I would say. The mutable keeps it going after the cardinal sign, and then I'm going to say Leos. You could be a Leo. The Leos or the fixed signs finish it off. Okay. Interesting. A lot of different information coming through in each group. I love it. I hate all the groups when they seem alike. Okay. You could like fresh air in nature. Like if I didn't mention that already, which you probably do, because the window open, right? Outside, almost outside in the house, worshiping and an altar, right? So you can have an altar as well. So you are spiritual, but like I said, it's not giving woo-woo, crazy, unbelievable spirituality. It's giving, I wear the crystals, I use my third eye chakra, I wear my evil eye, I burn my Palo Santo, like I, burn my herbs, I drink my teas, like that kind of thing, Like I said, more of a health and wellness spiritual body. You're not giving exorcisms and talking to spirit beyond the veil and being clairaudient and clairvoyant. You're not giving those vibes, right? Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, definitely someone who loves new hobbies and loves going after the things they believe in, right? It's also kind of giving a little bit of suburbia, so you can live in like suburbia as well. Suburbia. Disturbia. It's like the darkness is light. Maybe you like things supernatural as well. Now we're moving on to my supernatural oracle deck. We're going to see what you guys get. Everyone has gotten people so far, which I'm excited about. We're going to read about the people, and then we're going to get some dice, and the reading will be done. So, like, there's something about you that's kind of like giving foggy forest, you know? Or maybe you live where it gets foggy a lot, and you got to kind of just come outside and sit and watch the forest and the fog drift through it while you're drinking your coffee or something. That's the kind of energy you're bringing to me. I'm seeing these things, feeling these things, tasting these things. And the fact that we have, like, maybe you're someone who's like a Taurus with all the five senses. You use your five senses. So I'm not saying you're not spiritual at all. You are very spiritual, but there's different levels and there's different mediums to be spiritual, you know? And also this like mossy energy is kind of like giving me swamp. So you would be the witch in the forest, right? In her hut, minding her business. Who's cooking up concoctions and herbs. When people are sick, they come to her asking her for a cure. Is the kind of vibes coming through for you guys, okay? How many cards are these? Too many. For my group 3s, please, Spirit, how would a tarot reader describe them? That's good enough for me. The Empty. What the bumbaras? I've never gotten this one before. The Empty. How terrifying. The Empty and the Angel Blade. Okay, let's get into it. The Empty. Whatever do you mean? The Angel Blade is right at the beginning, so we'll go here. It's said to have been touched by God. Angel blades are powerful weapons yielded by angels and later hunters, capable of killing their own kind. Lord. A long silver dagger with a triple edge. These blades could also be used to defeat demons, monsters, hellhounds, and Nephilim. Oh no. They even kill reapers. Thank goodness Castiel had one the night he went home with the rogue reaper, even if that wasn't what Dean meant when he asked whether he had protection. Although a weapon like the Angel Blade can be a powerful leverage, it doesn't displace the importance of a person holding it. Skill, resourcefulness, determination, and purpose all give a competitive edge. Okay. Others may have been afforded more tools or opportunities than you, but that doesn't make them any more worthy. Outer securities can fade away, but your grit and perseverance, exactly, remain. It's those internal weapons nobody can take from you. That makes you unstoppable. Period at period. I love that. Okay, so they would describe you as being unstoppable, but that's not perseverance. With that, and it being clarified by the Page of Wands, it's kind of like I'm going to keep trying and trying and trying, right? I'm never going to give up or stop until I find my lease, my lot, my thing, right? Okay. And now we have the Empty. I'm very curious about that, because what do you mean? The Abyss? Maybe you have sometimes feelings of feeling empty or like an imposter, like you don't deserve certain things, but you definitely do because you've been through heck, okay? The Empty is 39. I'm in love with a stripper. She rockin', she rollin', she rollin'. She climbing that pole. And the Emperor. The Emperor, stop playing. Yeah, you guys are giving Aries energy. Definitely. Starting things, going after things, being aggressive, but sometimes it kind of, you know, what do you call it? Flakes out, stomps out, trickles out. Sometimes it, come on, you're right there. Fizzles out. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, anyway. The eternal resting place for angels and demons. The Empty was an endless black void. What do you mean? Existing even before God and Amara. It was presided over by your friendly neighborhood cosmic entity, the Shadow, who slept alongside its inhabitants. Its form could shift sometimes, appearing as a pool of black liquid, other times taking on the visage of demons or angels. When Castiel awoke in Empty, so did the Shadow. It was furious, needing its sleep, and it toyed with Castiel until he grew sick of his defiance and sent him back to Earth. I'm so excited to meet Castiel in the show. If I haven't said it, I started watching Supernatural. Because someone didn't recommend it, but I got the deck and I'm like, I don't watch the show. So every time I was kind of reading from the deck, I'm like, I have to read from the deck because I haven't watched the show in order to tell you what the thing or person is, right? And they're like, just watch it. If you like Buffy, you're going to like it. I'm like, girl, the jump scares in this thing is not giving Buffy. right? The gruesome, like, it ain't. I mean, I like it, but I'm like, I just need to give it a little bit more time, I feel like. But anyway, I've heard a lot about Castle, even over the years, never having watched the show, and I'm excited to meet him. I like him. He's giving Giles vibes from Buffy, and I'm definitely a Giles girl, okay? But the empty is definitely something here about quiet, nothingness. You could be someone who's very quiet or someone's like very deep. You think about things a lot, okay? I'm trying to understand the meaning of it, honestly. Have you been stumbling around in the dark, feeling lost or unmoored? Now's the time to shake off that sleepy feeling and kick things into gear. You need a fresh start, maybe even a change of scenery. Leave behind any feelings of emptiness or regret and greet this next stage with a hopeful heart. That is that always on a new adventure, on a new journey, trying to find something and discover something new. You have no problem starting things. You're fearless when it comes to that. But finishing may be your, weak point. Let's get some dice and then end the reading. We have Virgo, very clinical, very methodical, very practical about what you do and how you do it. You could be a big reader or planner, okay? Or a fixer-upper. You like to fix things. Sorry, you're a fixer. Here we have Taurus, which I did mention earlier, the 5 senses. You like to indulge in food, okay? These could also be signs other than your sun sign, or it could be your sun sign as well. Here we have Jupiter coming through. Jupiter, Sag energy. Okay, so very abundant. There is something here about you like conquering the world, taking over the world. Once you find something that makes you want to stay and not leave or get bored too easily. That's the kind of vibe coming through. Here we have the moon. That's that depth that I was talking about. The empty was definitely getting lost in your head a lot of the times. I'm not getting you're quiet, but you're very contemplative. That's a very Virgoan trait. Right? You're just always in your head thinking, sometimes to the point of exhaustion or overthinking, right? Or, where you're like, you think yourself into a box or a corner and you're scared to leave. But the thing about it is, even if you do that, you still leave. That's true. That's fearlessness right there. Here we have 12th house. This is secrets, okay, the psyche. So you could be someone who's very much into psychology as well. That's something a tarot reader would mention. Can you see it properly? 12th house. There it is. That's Pisces energy. That's also Neptune energy. So your dreams can be very powerful as well. And then we have 10th house, which is career. So you're definitely someone who's meant to come and have a specific career. Like I said, whether it be spirituality and healing others, or whether it be becoming the next big thing, becoming a singer, becoming a performer. There's something here about you, like your reputation precedes you or something like that. You're very talked about, I'm hearing as well. So before people meet you, they can hear about you, okay? Or a dream about you. You could be a dream walker. So I just heard you could like find yourself in people's dreams, and that's something new. Not something new that I learned, but I was watching Wheel of Time, because of course I'm watching any supernatural show that's like giving magic and fantasy and stuff like that. And I was watching that show, and there's like there are dream walkers in there. So someone who's able to go in and control other people's dreams, right? But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. Very stylish as well. Very stylish. You love your womanly things. You love your heels. You love your flowy dresses. You love your skirts. You love your flowy shirts. Like, you know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe coming through. Is she wearing bracelets in this? No, she isn't. But that's what's coming through as well. You kind of like have like a lot of beads and stuff like this. These go mesh really well together. I'm so excited to wear these. I can't wait. But anyway, yeah, I hope this reading resonated. Like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. If you want to book a personal reading, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. Thank you, Artist Spirit, again for collabing with me on this video. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.